Hi Virgo, my name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your June general reading. So, just give these a quick shuffle. I've already laid out your oracle cards just to make things quicker and less time consuming. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at what other cards come up for you and see what's going on. So, for the highest good of all, Virgo. Sun, Moon, and Rising, highest good of all. What do they need to know for the highest good of all? Right, we've had the Sun drop out. So there's some clarity that's coming for you this month, Virgo. It's also new beginnings. It could be adding people to the family. It can be about showing people your new self in some way. Okay, we've also got the Temperance card, which has twisted itself up there. So that's talking about healing. It's talking about gathering two elements together and working on some healing around that, yeah? So, what else do we have? I just saw the Hangman flash up at me, so there could be a little bit of a delay where you're kind of feeling a little bit hung up. And the reason I say that is because you do have the card for indecision in reverse. Now this is 8, so it's saying that you're making a decision. It's also 8, which is the number of power, and it also represents two things coming together with that lemniscate there. With the 8, it talks about the two things kind of joining in union, which is also the theme of Temperance, which talks about two things coming together to create that alchemy. So there's some healing that's gone on in terms of a relationship, perhaps. However, you may just be coming to this decisiveness in June, perhaps. So, like, it doesn't mean... Some of you, you've already come to this. Some of you, towards the end of June, you're going to have to come towards this. Let's take some more cards. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is good. That's an offer. That's an offer of growth, abundance. That's something coming in for you, or you could be offering somebody else. What else do we have? We have the Four of Swords, which is you taking some respite, taking some time to kind of heal as well, and to think about things clearly, because you're looking at one sword at a time here, as opposed to trying to deal with everything mentally. Or you should be looking at one thing at a time rather than trying to deal with too much mentally for you, Virgo, because you are ruled by Mercury, and that is the mind, and you guys can get stressed and anxious kind of real quick if you're not too grounded. And that's what we also have here with 35, which is also an 8. Okay, so, and that lemniscate is also in the card of the Magician, which is also Virgo. So there's a lot of you guys' energy coming in to this reading. We've got the Archangel Michael, and he's talking about the root chakra, this red area here, and it's talking about, that talks about security, feeling safe, feeling grounded. So you're wanting to feel grounded and safe. So you have these two 8s before you can make this decision. And also Archangel Michael saying he's helping to protect you during this time. He's helping to kind of release some of those worries. We also have the card of mother, wife, sister, daughter. So this situation could involve one of those people, or you could be actively in that role, and that's how it's kind of affecting you. That's Lady Nada and Ascended Master. So let's take, we need 5 more cards. We also have underneath the deck, we have positive change, Parvati, sorry. And that is positive change. And so it's talking about a time of leaving behind deceit for you guys as well. So that is in the past. So that's coming over from here, and that's underneath the deck. So you're coming through, you're going through a time of a lot more positive changes for you, Virgo. But I feel like there's a decision that needs to be made in order to move that on, let's say. Let's take some more cards. We have the Ace of Swords. This is about focus, it's about victory, it's also about clarity, and it's knowing where you want to go and putting your mental energy there, focus of mental energy. It can also be an epiphany, an awakening, a realization, and that's in the center of your reading. So everything's kind of radiating out of that Ace of Swords. So there's a need for clarity, there's a need, but be careful, because the Ace of Swords, it represents, it has two sides to that sword. So there has to be that balance in order to bring about that clarity. You can't be cutting people's heads off with the sword, but then trying to have this awakening at the same time. It's asking you to kind of be aware that the sword has a double edge. So what else have we got? We've got the Star, which is about hope. It's about faith in the future, and it's underneath the Ace of Pentacles in the future row for you guys. So that's a good sign. It's also the sign of Aquarius, which is also about mental clarity for you, and that bringing about this sense of mental clarity that brings about this sense of hope and faith. This sense that it's also about getting yourself grounded and nurtured here too. Self-care, self-love, making sure you're grounded before you can pour to others here as well. 3 more cards. Ooh. So we have Death. This is in the past row. It's underneath the 4 of Swords and the Sun. So there's changes coming about, and completely, it's like you took some time to contemplate, you took some time to go in yourself, and now there's this transformation or this metamorphosis happening. It's also saying that whatever is being cleared away right now, there's nothing much you can do about it except kind of go with the changes, yeah, because the universe kind of kills off things that need to be reborn, let's say. So it could be that you're being reborn, or a situation is being reborn into something new. We also have the card of choices, delusions, daydreams, options. Yeah, that you're making choices. But when that's underneath Temperance and the Ace of Swords, it's talking about a healing process that brings about these choices for you. You're looking emotionally and mentally at something. So, which is also Temperance, bringing about the emotional and mental for you as well, which can bring about this healing. Last card coming out of the reading. We have the Chariot, and this is victory. This is moving forwards together. This is 2 things moving forwards together. It's your head and your heart. It's kind of like you're gearing up now, because everything's starting, the gears are turning, you're starting to move. There's going to be travel, change to this situation, whatever it is. Somebody has released their stubbornness. It's also talking about movement forwards in terms of the home. It's also a Cancer energy, which is representative of this mother, wife, sister, daughter energy. But there's a moving forward with that. But you have to be grounded in order to make that decision before you can come in with this offer, or before you can come in with this apology, offer, support, creativity. There's something that either comes into you, or you're going to be giving out this month, Virgo. But it's a gentle offer, yeah. And I feel like there's a lot of positive changes coming in. In terms of signs, we've got the Sun card, which is Leo. We've also got the child element there, so it could be representative of a Leo child. But this child is very happy. There's going to be some clarity around that. There has been this rest period that's for healing. This could also be talking about needing to look after a relative, or feeling like there's a relative was ill and needing to take some time out to look after that relative. We also have the Death card, which is talking about these changes that are brought about. We also have a lot of choices for you, Virgo, this month. Just be careful, because not everything in those cups is wholesome. You need to look at what you're letting in emotionally, what is toxic for you, because it could also be don't build pies in the sky. Make sure everything is, there's a clarity to it. There's a vision. But it's about you becoming decisive, knowing where you want to focus, knowing where it is that you want to go this month. Yeah, you've gone through this period of healing. And Temperance also talks about divine timing for a situation. There's something that's going to happen, but you may be pulling back on the indecision. There may be the Hangman, because remember the Hangman, I saw that flip as well. So it may be that you're feeling a little bit hung up, but it's like the angels have you here, the universe has you, and they're saying that this will happen in divine timing. We also have this Sun card here. This clarity will come in divine timing, and then there will be this gift or this offer that either comes into you or you give to somebody else. We have an emotional and a financial offer here, or we have this energy of you going more with the flow this month, and that brings in more abundance for you. You allowing yourself to see the divine timing, you allowing yourself to be open to this hope and faith. These two cards are also major arcana, and they're also both talking about the presence of something greater than yourself being involved here. Yeah, but we do have this forward movement which talks about victory in the end, and there is this positive changes, this positive transformation. We've gone from deceit to positive changes, which I appreciate and love. 7 is also the card of like a spiritual, it's in a spiritual sense. There's been some deceit left behind for the good of all. So take care, stay blessed. Thank you for all your likes, your shares and your subscriptions. If you would like to put some energy back into this, you can press like on the button below, or you can order a personal reading from me. All the information is in the box below. Take care, stay blessed. Bye bye. Thank you.